ॐ अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन परमानन्दं सद्गुरुम्। ॐ गुरु ब्रह्मा गुरु विष्णु गुरुदेवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। ध्यानमूलं गुरुमूर्ति पूजामूलं गुरुपदं मंत्रमूलं गुरुर्वाक्यं मोक्षमूलं गुरुकृपा। सद्गुरु भगवान की जय, स्वामी जी महाराज की जय। शिवोहम। Today we are taking the fifth stanza of chapter 15 Srimad Bhagavad Gita. In this stanza, the Sadguru is telling about the characteristics of enlightened Atma Jnani person. Nirvana moha jita sanga dosha adhyatma nitya vinivratta kama द्वंद्वेर विमुक्तः सुख दुख संगेर गच्छन्ति मूढ़ा पदमव्ययं तत्। निर्माण मोहा जित संग दोषा आध्यात्म नित्या विनिवृत्त कामः द्वंद्वे विमुक्तः सुख दुख संगे गच्छन्ति अमूढ़ा पदम अव्ययम यत्। निर्वाण मोहा, that person completely detached from all the attachment, ego, five elements, mind, intellect, mood, sensory organ hungers. That is called nirvana moha. There is no attachment. Jit sanga dosha. He conquered all the desires and defect of all attachments. He conquered. Adhyatma nitya. Every time he stay in his Atma Jnana, every time vinipratta kama, all desires disappear. If any desires comes, but he knows that that is only the function of nature, trigunas. Sukh dukh sange, when thus pain and pleasure, sorrow and happiness comes and goes, all the phenomena happen in the mind and mood and ego. He never touch with them. Dando vimuktva. All the contradictions, he is liberated from all contradictions. Free from all contradictions. Amudha. He is not a foolish person, he is a supreme enlightenment person. He is supreme, divinely intellectual in the spiritual arena. Tat, them. Avyayam, it means not decayable. Avyayam, undecayable, not decayable. Padam, supreme stage of the liberation. Gachanti, it means get in. That person has no ego and pantheism, no attachment, defect, no desires, free from pain and pleasure, sorrow and happiness. All contradictions are gone. The Jnani, supreme stage of the liberation, that get undecayable stage of Atma Jnana. Sadguru Sachidananda Paramatma Lord Krishna, the master of millions uncountable galaxies and the universes, describing the characteristics of the Jnani in front of Arjuna. The person who gets the supreme stage of the liberation. What is his internal stage of living? I don't want to say the psychological condition, because psychology is depend only mind. The intellect is the part of the mind, and mood is the conclusion of the intellect and the mind. The ego is the false illusion of possessiveness, but that person is beyond all these things. So I will say that internal stage of the liberated person, nirman, moha. That person has no pantheism. There is no pantheism. There is no attachment. There is no greediness. There is no interest in worldly things. That person, Jita Sangha Dosha, he lives in this world, but he lives separate like a leaf of the lotus. You see, the leaf of the lotus never involved in the water. If a water drops comes on the leaf of the lotus, that looks like a pearl and drawn to the pond again. Because the leaf of the lotus has the cuticle layer on the epidermis. So that this jnana is like a cuticle. This jnana is a very, very biggest adaptation, the spiritual adaptation. So that person never involved in the illusions created of the Maya. He never attached with anything, even that is desire, even that is a pain, even that is a happiness, even that is a physically pleasantness, even anything, the money, gold, houses, post, pride, anything. That person, Arjun, that is the person who is standing in my supreme stage of the liberation. And how is my supreme stage of the liberation? When you go near of it, when your journey is towards the supreme stage of liberation, we will say the Atma Sakshatkara. In this spiritual journey of the meditation, first you do the practice of the Sakshi, concretely, full-hearted, attentive, consciousness, never waste time in the doer, always be seer. What will be happen? Then your pantheism will be destroyed. And the mesmerism of the Maya and the three gunas, they are bonding you in the world. The foundation will be cut by the Sakshi meditation. Then what is happened? When the attachments, the greediness, the hope of the pleasure, that will be destroyed, because no person is hope. The pleasure of the food, when he awoke, the dreamy food, the dreamy things, as he see that in the dream, he will not hope for enjoyment of that pleasure. So, the whole world, that person looks like a dream and he is awakened from the dream. So how can the attachment affect on that person? So Chitta Sangha Dosha, there is no need of the conquer. Automatically that conquered, because a person not need to throw the darkness in a bucket. Only the light comes and darkness goes. Only the awareness comes that the pantheism and attachment goes. And that person who is awake in his own existence and own consciousness, that is called Adhyatma Nitya. Why he gone in the illusion? He will not go. Because if you find the true things, how you will go in the false things? If you find the fresh water for drink, why you will drink the water of gutter? Nobody can drink the water of gutter. So, he will not go in the worldly attractions and worldly functions and worldly desires. That is called Adhyatma Nitya. He is always presence in the meditation. I teach that meditation, not only sitting meditation, but I teach 24 hours meditation. How to do the work in meditation. how to eat in the meditation, how to drink in the meditation, how to talk in the meditation, how to laugh in the meditation, how to dance in the meditation. Your every movement becomes the meditation that is called Adhyatma Nitya. But I am telling you a lower stage. When the upper stage, the supreme stage, he is the awakened person, he is a supreme enlightened person. He always live in his existence. When he live in that existence, how the desires will come? Desires will not come. Only the appropriate needs come. There is a very big difference between the desires and the need. The need of physical body is not desire. The food is not desire. The appropriate sleep is not desire. Desire is the over asking. It is the more than need. So that person who is living in the existence continuously, then desire cannot come. There is light, there is no dark. And there is no dvanda. Dvanda means contradictions. If you have the clear-cut vision, you know the true and false separately. How you can involve in the false? If you are a honest person, you will never involve in the false. The involvement in the false only to the wrong person, the fake person, the person they want to live in the Maya. They use everything for their benefits. But enlightened person never use this type. Enlightened person is clear-cut person. He has no contradiction. If the pain is coming, he see the pain. He see the pain is coming in physical body, not coming in the soul. The pleasure is coming. He see the pleasure is coming in the physical body. The pleasure is not coming in soul. So everything, every contradiction, that will not affect on that person. Sukh dukh sange. And if the favorite condition comes, he never jump and joy. And the adverse condition comes, he will not make the sorrowful face. He is always stable. Stable everything. Stable the mind. Stable the heart. Stable the happiness. Stable the knowing. Stable the living. Everything is stable and in an equilibrium. So, when he comes in this stage of liberation or not comes in the stage of liberation, he is come in the higher stage of the meditation even. Then the falseness of Maya is open and he can understand that Maya is false and that is no benefit to live in the Maya. So he is separate automatically. He is not slave of the Maya now. He is a free person, he is a liberated person. He is not a servant of the sensory organ sanghas. And the adhi, it means all the persons, all the jivas, all the creation. The base of all the creation is the God existence, and that is Atma. That is called Adhyatma. So, he continuously continue his journey to knowing the Atma, and ultimately he knows his Atma, he knows his Atma Sakshatkara, he knows his internal presence of existence, and when he knows, he convert, he transform it. And there is no desires, there is no dirt, there is no thoughts, there is no dilemmas, there is no confusions, there is no misunderstanding, and there is no negativity, there is no unnecessary sorrows, and there is no foundation of three gunas, and there is no mesmerism of the nature. So he is feeling very free, he is feeling very light, he is feeling without any foundations, he is now free soul. And there is no sukha, dukkha, sin or good functions, and jealous and attachment and cold and hot and ours and others, all the contradiction, they are detached as they was not present any time. This is the experience of the jnani. This is not the worldly thing. You do the meditation, then you will feel this stage. And then a stage comes that is called amura. Amura means completely foolishness gone. And now you are absolutely a enlightened person. You are millions more than intellectuals. Millions more than intellectuals. That is called amura. All the foolishness has washed out by the meditation. You know, a person who do the Sakshi meditation, he comes the higher stage. All the world intellectuals, literary persons, scientists, they are lower than the meditator of the Sakshi, because they do not know the tricks of the mind. But the Sakshi meditators know the tricks of the mind. The Sakshi meditators know the tricks of the intellect. He is beyond the intellect. The intellect is the slave of that person. He is not slave of the intellect. You see the scientists, professors, literary persons, they smoke and write books. They drink and write books. But Jnani never smoke. Jnani never drink. Jnani lives in his purest condition. So the intellectuals, they do not know how to eat and how to drink and how to live. How they are intellectuals? They are only the slave of the words. They are only the labor of the words. They are only the workers of the languages. They are only the workers of the science. But a person who is doing the Sakshi meditation, he is millions times more than your intellectuals and the scientists. Because he is the scientist of spiritual area. He can know the intellect, he can know the mind, he can know the everything, he can know every sensory organ's activities, but scientists do not know himself, but he knows himself. So the meditation is the supreme technology of spiritual science. The spiritual science is the king of all your sciences. So my dear friend, this amudha, then what is happened? Then this amudha stage, the divine, powerful is intellect and divine eyes developed. And my dear friend, Arjun, this is my avya pada. This is my stage of supreme liberation. And everybody has this achievement. Everybody can take this achievement. And there is no partiality. There is no differentiation of any caste, creed, religion, any group, or any difference of man or woman or transgender. There is no any nationality difference. This knowledge for all universe. This knowledge not only for Indian person, this is knowledge for global knowledge. This is knowledge for all humanity. My dear friend, this stanza, very, very deep stanza, and I can express in English. It is because my mother tongue is Hindi, and I am expressing these stanzas for my foreigner disciples. They do not know Hindi. So I want to conclude this discourse. The Krishna is telling to the Arjuna, when a person get the Parampada, get the supreme stage of liberation, he has no pantheism, he has no attachment, he has no foolishness of the Maya, he always live in the existence, he has no desires, the contradiction cannot affect him, and that person completely enlightened and completely come from Maya, completely come from the slavery of the nature, and he get this extremely liberation that is called the Parampada. My dear friends, if you like my discourse, if you are seeker, if you are real lover of the God, please, I am telling that truth, that is last ultimate truth, that is I am telling to you by the medium of Geeta. Please subscribe my channel and please join my mission, World Peace by Meditation. When we will spread this meditation all over the world, the person will not die by the tension created diseases. The person will not suffer by the many type of effect of fierce psychological conditions, and there will no crime, there will no war. Absolutely, this meditation will spread all over the world. The person, they will not involve in the bar, they will sit and solve the problems. And my dear friend, I want to say, when a person do not do meditation and he is not aware, only that person can do evil things. The good person cannot do evil things. We want to change the person's psychology and heart and mind in the favor of the mankind, because all impose your religions, they are failed. If they are not failed, why this earth is so painful? Why here is the atomic weapons? Why here is world wars? Why here is terrorism? Why here is inequality? The only and only solution is meditation for the welfare of this planet. Thank you very much.